myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soul to treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll it from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Vikings going up against the Browns.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Kaiser now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now Kaiser. He's airing it out for Williams. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The eighth-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They start the drive with Cook. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they're going to get this one. All the way out across the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
To throw is Keenum, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the Vikings pick up the football. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Keenum. And he will score. Touchdown. Vikings. Jarius Wright, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Jabril Peppers. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Flex round!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Complete to right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
All right, here we go. Green, over. Let's go, over. Green, 39.
Cook following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. 17 yards is the pickup there. For number 17. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. A good pickup there, a 22. Play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, here's Keenum. And Cook has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple of years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. On first down, Keenum. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing is Keenum. And some room to roam now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. A toss to Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Kaiser again. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. First down, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's got some space. Cook stripped. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Second and 10. Keenum here again. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone. Handoff comes to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Keenum to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Forbath will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go!
To throw, Kaiser. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The counter, it's Corral, and he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down, Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll throw here, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First and 10. Here's Keenum. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A give. This is Cook. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Again, it's Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
as much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the interception, Kaiser. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Kaiser now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Sherrills. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On third down. That's Cook. And he loses the football the second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not down in the 4th. They begin with a run by Crowell. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Browns getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Kaiser to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Kaiser now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Keenum. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Over! Detroit! Here we go. Detroit! Gone!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Forbath will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On the carry, it's Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Corral, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
He really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game. And we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Vikings, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on